So this simply indicate that we process raw material with the help of some technological knowledge, with the help of some technical know-how, and converting it into the some other form of that raw material, which we call processing of raw material. We call it finished good. Now, industrialization. Industrialization is a process that happens in countries when they start to use machines to do work that was once done by people, or the process of converting to a socio-economic order in which industry is dominant. A progressive transformation of an economic system from rudimentary productive methods, traditional productive method, to more complex manufacturing process. We can also call it industrialization. The process of reorganizing an agrarian economy into one focused on the mass production of goods and services. So in industrialization, we are able to produce goods and services in huge amount. The period of social and economic changes that transform a human group from an agrarian society into an industrial society or industrial world. So traditionally, countries are based on agricultural activities, but due to this process of industrialization, now they are able to convert their production process into new form of production, involving the extensive reorganization of an economy for the purpose of manufacturing. So as industrial workers, income rise, market for consumers, goods and services of all kinds tend to expand and provide a further stimulus to industrial investment and economic growth. So this process, due to this process, the country's economic growth increases, or there is rise in growth of an economy. Now, the Industrial Revolution. The first Industrial Revolution was transformed to an industrial economy from an agriculture. Transformation to an industrial economy from an agriculture. It took place from the mid of 18th to early 19th century in certain areas in European countries and North America. Mainly started in Great Britain, followed by some other European countries, Germany, France, Belgium. The characteristics of this first industrial revolution was technological progress, a shift from rural work to industrial labor, and financial investment in new industrial structure. The second industrial revolution happened during the mid of the 19th century, after the refinement of steam engine and the invention of the internal combustion engine. Invention of the internal combustion engine and the harnessing of electricity and the construction of canals. During this second revolution, development of railways and electric power lines, and also the process of generating electricity from steam to hydro, then thermal, and all this. Coal mines, steel works, and textile factories replaced homes as industrialized regions of the world. Cottage industries or household level industries, all these converted into the huge big factories. The Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa are still in the process of. Now China has already achieved this high level of industrialization in their country. Russia is also part of that. Means Russia is also having that level of industrialization. But India and Brazil, all these are into the process of this industrialization. Now, India. I want to say a few things about the village society of the our country. So in India, actually, the villages are in village the main activities, this industrial activities or main production activities, apart from agriculture, are based on means it was based on caste actually. The business or the artisans work are associated with some particular caste, like Vaishya. They are involved in the business, and some artisanal work associated with the Sudra community, the lowest Varna. Important among the artisans were carpenter, potters, weavers, ironsmiths, goldsmiths, and bale and brass metal workers, who used to provide the villagers with their daily necessities. Their products were also sold in village fairs and festivals, some of which became famous and attracted both the manufacturers and customers from far away places. तो पहले विलेज के कुछ आसपास के एरिया में मेला जो लगते थे, उसमें ये लोग अपने प्रोडक्ट्स लेके जाते थे और दूर दूर से लोग प्रोडक्ट्स को परचेस करते थे. तो हमारे एंशियंट विलेज सोसाइटी में जो इंडस्ट्रियल एक्टिविटीज मेनली that was associated with the artisanal activities actually. Major developments of the crafts took place in the urban areas. Silk and cotton cloths in different parts of Bengal as well as India in ancient times. The manufactured articles which were exported, like the muslins of Dhaka, silk of Murshidabad, हाथी के दांत की कलाकारियाँ थी, सिलहट, और चांदी के filigree work of Kathak, all these were exported to the Persian, Grecian and Roman countries. 17th and 18th century. During 17th and 18th century, 4 great industrial regions in Indian manufacture of cotton goods for exports. These are Punjab, Gujarat, Coromandel Coast and Bengal. And articles exported from Surat to Europe were calicos, locally named as baftas. These goods were produced with special excellence at Paroj, Navsari and Baroda. Substantial development of cotton textiles in Surat and its neighboring regions. तो 17th and 18th century में इंडिया में बहुत ज़्यादा इंडस्ट्रियल रिवोल्यूशन नहीं आया था, बट जो हमारे कुछ रीजन थे जहाँ से कॉटन के प्रोडक्ट्स एक्सपोर्ट किए जाते थे. Now, the concept of rural industrialization. Concept of rural industrialization. A manufacturing activity located in a rural area is a rural industry. The concept of rural industry has been conceived differently by different scholars. Some considered only unorganized traditional crafts and enterprises functioning in the village or rural industries, or some other considered modernized traditional crafts and enterprises also as rural industry. As per MSME Act 2016, now services are also considered under the industry, MSME sector. So it is not only production activity, but also services are considered under the this industry or rural industry. So there is a third point of view which also suggests to treat even the small ancillary units of modern industries located in the villages as rural industries. Small ancillary units of modern industries, like any heavy industry, it needs some part of whatever products that heavy industry is producing. That part is prepared or produced in small units of any industry, or ancillary we can call it. So if that is established into nearby places, rural places, then we also considered it under the village industry or rural industry. Though that unit is producing a product which is used under the used for heavy industry. So that is also considered under the rural industry. This one is third point of view. So in fact, rural industry may mean anyone or all those three categories. The first is unorganized traditional crafts and enterprises. The second one is modernized traditional craft and enterprises. And third is small ancillary units of modern industries, as well as, we can also add it into this category, services. So traditional, modern, traditional crafts, modern crafts, as well as ancillary units. All these are under the rural industries. So industrialization implies modernization and urbanization, and rural and industry would seems incompatible. And rural industry is now a fairly widely used concept. Rural industry, mechanically used to refer to manufacturing activities located in rural areas, are cottage and small industries, exclusive or inclusive of modern ones, located in both rural as well as nearby places or urban places. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts, any questions? If there is no question, then I am going to ask a question. That is, in this last point, third point, fourth point, rural industry mechanically used to refer to manufacturing activities located in rural areas, or cottage and small industries, exclusive or inclusive of modern ones, located in both rural and urban areas. Why there is urban word in this last fourth point?
Sir, question once again, sir.
Very simple. We are defining rural industrialization or rural industry, which is located in rural areas. Okay, but in this fourth point, last line, small industries located in both rural and urban areas. Why there is urban areas in this definition?
सर कंज्यूमर तो दोनों जगह पे ही होंगे,
तो ठीक है, कंज्यूमर तो दोनों जगह पे हैं। सेटअप अर्बन एरियाज में भी है, उसको भी लिया जा रहा है।
Sir, actually rural industry completely based on rural items which present in rural areas, and involvement of rural people and resources, but a small industries doesn't categorize into only rural areas. They also present in both areas, rural and urban. Here no categorization of rural type
Any
work.
example?
Mm,
मैं आपको एक क्लू देता हूँ.
सर मिल्क प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट जो है
प्रोसेसिंग
milk processing unit, they are collecting milk from villages and processing in their unit nearly in a city, because
city area.
their infrastructure available of electricity and transporting system.
Like in Delhi, there is a mother dairy. One example. That raw material used from rural areas. Sometimes there are some dairy in urban areas also. There are few people who have animals, milking animals, and they are selling that milk. They can send it to the this dairy, or they can also start their own dairy. They can sell it in retail, customer to customer. But there are some other. I mean, this one is one example. Another example is tractor industry,
sugar industry.
sugar industry, tractor industry, machine industry like harvesting and all these, which are used in as which can be used in agricultural activities. All these are situated in urban areas. So here industrialization industry is not only limited to the location and use of raw material. Are you getting? Industry, rural industry is not only industry which is located in rural areas, number one. It uses only resources available to rural areas, but also its goods, finished goods, may be used in rural areas. तो रॉ मटेरियल भी मिलना चाहिए. रॉ मटेरियल मिल रहा है, वो भी रूरल इंडस्ट्री हो सकती है. जो लेबर और दूसरी चीज़ों को यूज़ कर रहा है, लोकेशन रूरल एरियाज में है, उसको भी हम रूरल इंडस्ट्री कहेंगे. या ऐसे इंडस्ट्री जिसके प्रोडक्ट्स को रूरल सेक्टर में भी यूज़ किया जा रहा है, उसको भी हम कंसीडर कर सकते हैं, जो कि एग्रीकल्चरल एक्टिविटीज़ में मेजॉरिटी में यूज़ हो रहा है. उसको भी हम एग्रो बेस्ड इंडस्ट्री या एग्रीकल्चरल एक्टिविटी से रिलेटेड हम कंसिडर कर सकते हैं, रूरल इंडस्ट्रीज में कंसिडर कर सकते हैं. तो स्मॉल इंडस्ट्रीज एक्सक्लूसिव और इंक्लूसिव ऑफ मॉडर्न वंस लोकेटेड इन बोथ रूरल एंड अर्बन एरियाज, as well as the products which are produced by that type of industry. तो गवर्नमेंट से हैवी इंडस्ट्री की कैटेगरी में भी बहुत सारे हैं जिनको कि हम लोग कंसिडर कर लेते हैं, लेकिन वो जो अभी मैंने ट्रैक्टर और ये सब की बात कर रहे हैं, ये हैवी इंडस्ट्री की कैटेगरी में चली जाएंगे. तो रूरल इंडस्ट्री में हम केवल उन्हीं प्रोडक्ट्स को फोकस कर सकते हैं जो अर्बन एरियाज में हो, और रॉ मटेरियल या जो जो उनका जो प्रोडक्ट जो प्रोड्यूस किया जा रहा है उसको फर्दर एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में एज ए इनपुट यूज़ किया जाता हो, एग्रीकल्चरल एक्टिविटीज़ में हम उनको यूज़ करते हैं, उसको भी हम अब लोग इस कैटेगरी में इंक्लूड कर सकते हैं या इंक्लूड होते हैं. So one has to just underline the direction in which rural industrialization is moving along with changing times. Of course, in a most backward economy, one could find a clear-cut demarcation between rural industry, traditional industry and a modern urban industry. Rural, modern industry or modern urban industry. In such cases, the differences are observed in respect of location, nature of technology, size and management. Whereas in the developing economy, one could not find such a clear-cut demarcation. at least in the middle order, means like other activities, nature of technology and management. Similarly, small size units functioning as ancillaries to the big industries are also being set up in the village areas. They functions with high technology and efficient management side by side the traditional unorganized manufacturing units without any interaction between the two. I mean, this high technology level or जो traditional manufacturing management. The analytical and policy significance of the concept derives from the fact that it brings into focuses the production system, जो उत्पादन का तरीका है, ownership किनका है, they are not big industrialist, ownership जो local लोग हैं या जो बहुत ज़्यादा पढ़े लिखे नहीं हैं, पढ़े लिखे भी हैं लेकिन वो लोकल उनका एक तरीके से रेजिडेंस है. ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल स्ट्रक्चर किस तरीके का है, मैनेजमेंट उनका किस तरीके से किया जाता है, टेक्नोलॉजी प्रोडक्शन प्रोसेस, प्रोक्योरमेंट ऑफ इनपुट्स और सेल ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स, इन के बेसिस पे किसी भी इंडस्ट्री को हम लोग कैटेगराइज कर सकते हैं. और रूरल इंडस्ट्री में बेसिकली ये सारे एक्टिविटीज़ का जो नेचर है वो ट्रेडिशनल पाया जाता है. जो उनको परंपरागत तरीकों से, परंपरागत उनके परिवार से या उनके जो पूर्वज जिस तरीके से करते हैं उन्हीं चीज़ों को वो बेसिकली यूज़ करते हैं. और कुछ केस में कुछ जगहों पे अभी नई नई चीज़ों को भी लोग यूज़ कर रहे हैं, बट मोस्टली जो सारी एक्टिविटीज़ होती हैं वो ट्रेडिशनल तरीके से ही की जाती है. मेनली जो रूरल इंडस्ट्रीज हैं वो कॉटेज या टाइनी टाइप होती हैं, स्मॉल स्केल जिसको हम कहते हैं. बट इन सम केसेस frequently characterized by technological backwardness and low productivity. रूरल इंडस्ट्री में जो प्रोडक्टिविटी है, प्रोडक्टिविटी we called it by using raw material how much we can produce, that we call raw material. By increasing 1 unit of input, how much output is going to change, the ratio is productivity. So low productivity in rural industries, the level of the productivity level is very low and generally owned by poor people, or those people who are not having much capital, largely managed and operated by family workers. So it is actually home industry, एक परिवार के सदस्य के लोगों के द्वारा ही चलाया जाता है. Rural industrialization may be seen as a process of improvement of the rural production system and expansion of the sector. Keeping in view rural and national resources endowments and existing and potential demand structure concerning goods and services supplied by these industries. जो प्रोडक्ट बन के आएंगे वो कहाँ, उनके लिए मार्केट कहाँ. So rural industrialization may be as a process of improvement. तो इन दोनों चीज़ों पर अगर वर्क किया जाए कि जो रॉ मटेरियल है, रिसोर्सेज का जो अवेलेबिलिटी है वो किन लोकेशंस पे है, और जो प्रोडक्ट्स बन के तैयार होंगे वो कहाँ पे सेल किए जाएंगे, उनके लिए मार्केट कहाँ है. It attaches importance to the generation of maximum possible employment opportunities in rural areas. And we all know that only for 5 to 6 months there is a employment available in agriculture sector, rural sector only, for 6 to 7 months in some region, and 4 to 5 months in some regions. I mean, they are not able to get full year employment opportunity in agriculture sector. So what other source of employment we can provide, or other source of income which we can provide to rural people? So industry is an option Industry is an option which can create employment opportunities, maximum possible employment opportunities in rural areas, especially for the weaker section of the community, because we have seen that mostly the weaker section of the societies are involved in artisanal like activities. Either they are it is caste related actually activities. जैसे गांव में लोहार है, कुम्हार है, ये लोग एक पर्टिकुलर कास्ट से बिलोंग करते हैं। और जो हमारी विलेज सोसाइटी है, हमारे विलेज सोसाइटी में इंडस्ट्री इन्हीं चीज़ों को, इन्हीं को हम लोग पहले समझते थे, क्योंकि इनके पास ये लोग जो रॉ मटेरियल यूज करते हैं कुछ प्रोडक्ट्स बना रहे हैं होते, जो कि एग्रीकल्चर लैंड है, नेचर से, नेचर की कुछ चीज़ों को लेकर के कर रहा था, लेकिन कृषि नहीं थी, एग्रीकल्चर नहीं थी। तो इन सेक्शंस को भी हम इम्प्रूव करके, इनको नई टेक्नोलॉजी दे करके, इनको और अल्टरनेट सोर्स ऑफ इनकम इनको हम प्रोवाइड कर सकते हैं। और इसका एडवांटेज क्या होगा कि दे विल गेट इनकम, इट विल इम्प्रूव देयर लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड, दे आर एबल टू परचेज गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज। जो भी उनके पास पैसे हैं उससे वो अपनी जरूरत की चीज़ों को खरीद सकते हैं और इससे उनका लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड ऊंचा उठेगा। रूरल इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन के ऑब्जेक्टिव्स। The first objective is the promotion of decentralization and balanced industrial growth. Decentralization means mostly industries are located in at a particular region, areas like Gujarat, like Maharashtra, or in a particular state. These industries are located at particular district, like in Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur, or the means initially Kanpur was known as Manchester of Manchester. It was known as a Manchester in India. A huge number of mills, factories were there. Now all these are closed. So in our case, in our country, there are various states where industrialization has there are already a lot of industries, but few regions where industries are not established. So only growth happened or development happened in those areas where this industrialization industries are situated, like Maharashtra, like Gujarat. So if we promote this rural industries in rural areas, or industries, we promote industries in rural areas, it decentralize, it will decentralize the industrialization process. तो इंडस्ट्री जो है दूर दूर के लोकेशन में या रूरल एरियाज में भी इस्टेब्लिश होगी, तो वहाँ के लोगों को भी एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलेंगी। एंड ड्यू टू दिस रूरल इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन, दिस एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी विल बी अवेलेबल to rural people, and they will get employment. Obviously, this employment will provide them income. This activity provide them income. So once they will get, they have started earning, then their income level will rise, and this will reduce the economic inequality. जो उस रीजन में inequality है, वो inequality कम होगी, क्योंकि गरीब लोगों के पास या जो लोग जिनके पास काम नहीं है उनको इन इंडस्ट्री में अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी, जॉब मिलेगा, और वो उनको इनकम सैलरी मिलेगी, और जिससे उनके पास गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज परचेस करने के लिए पैसे आएंगे और उनकी आर्थिक स्थिति में सुधार होगा। इवोल्यूशन ऑफ सोशल एंड पॉलिटिकल पावर। तो जब गरीब लोगों के पास इनकम होगी, उनकी इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन सुधरेगी, तो उनका रोल जो सोसाइटी में बढ़ेगा, धीरे धीरे उनकी बातों को लोग सुनना शुरू करेंगे, और जब वो पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम में भी उनका इन्वॉल्वमेंट होगा, और जिसके कारण से जो सोसाइटी में जो केवल पर्टिकुलर ग्रुप या कुछ पर्टिकुलर कास्ट के लोगों का जो डोमिनेट करते हैं वो चीज़ कम होगी। तो डिवोल्यूशन ऑफ सोशल एंड पॉलिटिकल पावर, सोसाइटी एक तरीके से जो लोगों के बीच में एक गैप है कास्ट को लेकर के या और दूसरी चीज़ों को लेकर के, वो धीरे धीरे कम होगा। इरेडिकेशन ऑफ रूरल अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड अंडर एम्प्लॉयमेंट, ये इंडस्ट्रीज के आने से उन एरिया में एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटीज बढ़ेगी। तो जो माइग्रेशन है रूरल में एरिया से अर्बन एरिया की तरफ, जो माइग्रेशन है वो रुकेगा जब गांव में एम्प्लॉयमेंट आएगा, या ऐसे लोग जो गांव में काम करते हुए तो दिख रहे हैं लेकिन उनका कोई contribution नहीं है। Means, we called it distinguish this छिपी, we called it छिपी हुई बेरोजगारी, disguised unemployment, disguised छिपी हुई बेरोजगारी। So its establishment of an agro industries base for the integrated development of rural and urban areas. Agro industries which utilizes raw material from agriculture sector, we called it agro industries, or for whatever industries which uses agricultural produces, we called it agro industries. So ये इस तरह की इंडस्ट्रीज जो रूरल और अर्बन एरियाज में जो डेवलपमेंट का डिफरेंसेस है, अर्बन एरिया ज़्यादा डेवलप्ड है, रूरल एरिया कम डेवलप्ड है, तो इससे देयर विल बी सम इंटीग्रेशन, दोनों का एक समान डेवलपमेंट होगा। सो दीज आर द ऑब्जेक्टिव। तो इसमें किसी को कोई पूछना है या कुछ डिस्कस करने के लिए है तो हम लोग इसमें पूछ सकते हैं या डिस्कस कर सकते हैं दूसरे से।
सर नो प्रॉब्लम सर, इसमें ऑब्जेक्टिव में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। नेक्स्ट।
तो नेक्स्ट क्लास हम लोग फिर अगले हफ्ते करेंगे, मंडे से, ठीक है?
ओके सर।
मुझे अभी एक वाइवा करना है तो वो इसलिए उसमें ऑलरेडी एक मीटिंग शेड्यूल्ड है, तो आज की क्लास इतना ही है। बस थोड़ा सा अटेंडेंस वाला मैं ये स्क्रीनशॉट ले लूँ।